Welcome students again in the online classes of business studies. Today I am going to start chapter 11, that is marketing management. So first we have to understand the meaning of marketing management. It can be regarded as the process of identifying and assessing the consumer's need, means whatever the consumer's need is there, we have to identify it, and with the view to first convert them into products. Whatever their need and demand is there, according to that their need is converted into products or services, and then moving the same to the final consumers so as to satisfy their wants. By converting their needs into product, we are satisfying their wants, and with the aim of making the optimum use of the resources, whatever resources available to the enterprise. This is known as the marketing management. Now the definitions, according to Professor Pyle, he said that marketing comprises both buying and selling activities, means any of the thing in which buying and selling activities is done, that is called to be a marketing. According to Wheeler, he said that marketing is concerned with all the resources and activities involved in the flow of goods and services from producer to consumer. Whatever resources available for an enterprise, and the activities means the buying and selling activities that is involved in the flow of goods and services, means whatever goods produced in the enterprise and whatever services provided by the producer to the consumer, that is known as the marketing. According to Professor Malcolm McNair, he said that marketing is the creation and delivery of standard of living. Whenever we are fulfilling the needs of the consumer, we are increasing the standard of living of the general people, and it is also known as the marketing. Next comes the characteristics of marketing. First of all, it is a managerial process. Whatever work and activity is done in the marketing, that is a management work, so it is a managerial process. Secondly, marketing is a customer oriented concept, because marketing is fully related to customer, because in this we are converting the consumer's need into product. Thirdly, marketing sends the demand of goods and services to producers. Marketing is the thing which sends the demand and needs of goods and services to the producers, and then the producer is converting it into products. Fourthly, marketing is a philosophy of guiding factor of total commercial activities. Whatever total commercial activities done in the marketing in the enterprise, that is the philosophy of marketing. And fifth, marketing is directly linked with sales. Marketing means we are increasing the sales of the product by knowing the needs and demand of the consumer, and by converting that demand into products. Now next comes the marketing functions. Some of the marketing functions are there which is very important by its nature. In that, first comes buying and assembling. Buying means the purchase of raw materials. Whatever raw materials we are purchasing for making of product, for use of manufacturing, or for purchase of finished goods for resale. In this buying, two things are included: either the purchase of raw materials for converting into product, or either the purchasing of finished goods from the other enterprises for resale, and it is very important in marketing. Now assembling means concentration of goods, that is bringing the goods together, means from different organization we are bringing the goods together at central and convenient place in order to facilitate their distribution. Second is the selling. Now selling is also important for increasing the profits of businessmen. Whatever production we are taking out, we are not taking out to keep it simply in the warehouses or godown. We are taking out the production for the selling purpose, and it means for making the goods available to the consumers in the society. We can also say that it is the process whereby goods and services finally flow to the consumers who need them. The primary objective of business is to earn profit, and that is realized through successful selling only. The third point is the standardization. Standardization means making the specified quality goods of different standards are produced for satisfying the demand of different type of customers. As we all know that in the world different type of customers exists, and for satisfying their need, different types of standard of goods are produced by the producer. Standardization of goods also helps in the sale of goods by convincing the customer about the quality of the goods. Whenever a product is launched in the market, the producers are convincing the customers that that product is of good quality and it is produced according to their demand. The fourth point is packaging. Goods architect in suitable container to protect them from bad weather, spoilage, breakage, leakage. Means to protect good from any of the spoilage, the goods are packed properly, and it is important for proper transportation and also for the storage of goods in the godowns or warehouses. The fifth point is storage. It is also an important function of marketing. After production and packaging, the goods may be stored in the godowns or warehouses until they are demanded by the consumers. Till the demand arises of the consumer, the goods which are properly packed and should be properly stored in the warehouses for future purpose. The sixth point is transportation. Transport facilitates the movement of persons or goods or services from one place to another. The importance of transport has increased so much that it is difficult to think of any business activity without the help of any means of transport, because for transfer or for moving the goods from one place to another, from one state to another, or from one locality to another place, it is very necessary to take the help of transportation, and without the help of any means of transport it is impossible to transfer the goods from one place to another. Now the seventh point is advertising. It is a form of mass communication, and we can say it is paid for by a sponsor who wants to communicate about his product or services to the customer. Whenever a producer wants to give information about a product to the customer, then for that product advertisement is done by the producer. So it is said to be a mass communication method. The eighth point is pricing. The term price denotes the money value of the product, and it is the amount of money for which the product can be exchanged. The price of any of the product is printed on it. Ninth point is financing. It is also an important function of marketing. The provision of fund is essential for meeting the various requirements of marketing. Suppose any of the enterprise is having financial problem, then it can use or take the help of other financial institution for fulfilling the needs of the enterprise. So it is a very important function of marketing. 10th is the risk taking and insurance. As we all know, if we are doing any of the business, that business is also having some of or the other risk. So marketing also involves a number of risks owing to unforeseen circumstances. Means the circumstances or whatever problems comes in the future which cannot be seen. There may be deterioration of goods, means spoilage of goods in the warehouses. There may be loss of goods, and it is insurance only which helps to cover the risk in the exchange of goods and services. Insurance only facilitates the smooth exchange of goods by covering the risk in storage or in transportation purpose. Whenever goods are stored in warehouses and godown, then in that condition also risk is there, and whenever goods are transported from one place to another, in that condition also risk is involved. So insurance is taken for the smooth exchange, for the smooth running of business, and for covering the risk in storage and transportation. So students, this is the explanation for today. Now remaining topics will be explained in the next classes. Complete the notes according to given explanation. Thank you.